you are going to be taking only high probability trades. And of course, this one is dependent on understanding other key concepts of forex trading and of course top-down analysis, because if you cannot do top-down analysis, you cannot take high probability trades. Hello traders, welcome back to my channel once again. Today this is CN Honor on the screen. You're watching CN Great Counsels and Forex Trade, and this is just gonna be a quick video showing the detailed analysis of the trades I took. I uploaded the short video where I said I'm gonna be telling you the things you need to do to grow your small account. Forex is not as hard as you think it is, and all you need to do is to pay attention to whatsoever I teach on this channel. And please, if you've not subscribed, do well to do that immediately. Turn on notifications so that whenever I upload any content, you'll be the first to get notified. Before we continue, there are four things you need to get yourself equipped with. You need to have these things in your arsenal if you want to be profitable this year, 2024. And number one is that you need to learn things that are sustainable. I know the social media, YouTube, and every other platform where people upload contents, sometimes there can be this challenge where people want to flow with what is going on, what is trending. And on this channel, we've made several contents where we flipped little accounts into something substantial. But then that might not be sustainable for you as a beginner trader, right? As a newbie, so to say, it might not be sustainable. And there are a lot of YouTubers making such contents these days, okay, flipping cents and $1 into several hundreds or thousands of dollars, right? It might be sustainable for them because they have portfolio, they have their trading portfolios, okay? And then if their account is blown, they can quickly, pull out money from their portfolios and then get their accounts funded again. But you might not really do that. So what you need to do is to learn how the system works, okay? When you learn how the system works, then you can flip any account you want to flip, right? But flipping an account for a beginner trader or somebody who is not yet a profitable trader, okay? I know many of you profess to be professional trader, but there is one thing to be a professional trader, there's another thing to be a professional and profitable trader. So I'm very sure you want to be a profitable trader, not just a professional trader. All you need to do is learn something that is sustainable. Some of those videos you skip, some of those videos you don't want to invest your time to watch, they are actually the videos that are supposed to build your trading career, your trading journey, and make you well equipped, prepare you understand how the system works. First thing first, learn how the system works by learning things that is sustainable. Account flipping as a beginner trader or as an intermediate trader is not a sustainable thing you need to learn. Secondly, you need to understand what we call top-down analysis, and of course understand some other key concepts in forex trading, okay? I can't emphasize this enough, okay? Top-down analysis helps you to actually have or see the bigger picture of the market, and then so that you don't get tossed about or tossed out of the market simply because you don't know what is playing out on higher time frames. So you need to understand top-down analysis and then learn key concepts, some other key concepts like the key concepts of price action, and you need to learn what price does on the trading chart itself. That's why we have slogan in my mentorship program, that nobody teaches you the game better than the game itself. It is when you invest your time in learning what price does on the trading chart that you get to know how the system really works. Then the third thing is that you need to have a working strategy, okay? A working strategy or trading approach, okay, whichever one you choose to call it, okay? Now, a working strategy impacts, very well impacts on your trading career, okay? Its impact cannot be undermined. It serves as a kind of eye or a trigger that tells you what to do, when to do it, and then that the conditions for you to do that thing is actually met. So you need a working strategy, because even this trade I executed and then I posted the video, at the time I also pulled out the strategy I uploaded. I'll leave the link to that particular video in the description box so that you watch it if you are yet to access the indicators and of course the parameters, so that you watch. So when you have a working strategy like the ones we post on this channel, and of course it mustn't be indicator based, it could be just a simple trading technique or trading approach that you have adopted and it's been working for you, so you need that as well. Then lastly, you need to take only high probability trades, which is going to be the basis of this analysis I'm going to show you guys now. Okay, you need to explore the and of course leverage on what we call confluence. Okay, you need to leverage on the potentials of confluence. Okay, and you cannot have high probability trades when you do not have what we call confluence, whereby you have 1 or 2, 3 or even more confirmations pointing towards the same direction. And of course, maybe I'm going to be making a new video where I'll talk about these 4 things and in details. Okay, but for now, let's just dive into the analysis. So this is GBP USD on 4 hours time frame. This was the analysis. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be going to my mobile phone, just because trading view gives us better layouts and interface for us to navigate and use the tools that are made available there. So as you can see, let's just start from higher time frame. If you go to weekly time frame, you discover that let's zoom in very well. If you go to weekly time frame, okay, you discover that this pair has been on a downtrend. It's clearly on a downtrend, right? Okay, lest I forget, please, you need to really pay attention to technical analysis. Okay, I'm a pure technical trader, and all my trading approach, they're based on technical approach. That doesn't mean I don't listen to news. Okay, I also factor in fundamental analysis, okay, fundamental data into my trading. But then I once watched, listened to one of your popular YouTubers and of course successful forex trader, Jeffrey Benson. He once said something, and before I even heard that his statement, is something I'll be practicing, it's something I know already, and of course I teach it in my mentorship program, that if you really understand technical analysis and you know how to analyze market, do your top-down analysis, you know certain key concepts in forex trading. Now, your fundamental analysis, whatever that is going to come as a result of news, right, is actually going to corroborate your technical analysis. Now, here is the point, right? If they are going to release any news, whether high impact or low impact or medium impact, and is going to push price towards whatever direction, it's going to play out on the chart technically. So to me, technical analysis is just the key. So understand your technical analysis before any other thing, and of course that's where every trader starts before you begin to hear about fundamental analysis and of course sentiment analysis. So technical analysis, you need to pay great attention to it. Not, what comes to mind whenever people talk about technical analysis is indicators and all that. No, it's not just indicators, right? There are things you need to pay attention to, and of course maybe in a separate video I will talk more about that. But I was saying that this pair clearly on higher time frame, like weekly time frame, you see that GBP USD has been on a downtrend. This is this time trend line up, and of course the green channel you are seeing, descending channel, right, is a kind of yearly highs and yearly lows, right? And let's just see it. Let's just see what we're talking about. Okay, just as you can see this high here now, where this my trend line started. I see this is this should be 2015, and then the low point here you're seeing that's 2011. Okay, this 2017, around here is 18 to 21, and then the recent low point he made, the all-time low in the past 2 years, is here, which is around the 1.04116, right? And then it started bouncing up from here. Now, although, okay, this is what is playing out here, right? I had to map this out, and then I moved down to lower time frame, which is let's just get to 4 hours time frame, right? So I've always said in my videos that your ability to spot what price is doing at any point in time helps you to take advantage of it. So let's get to 1 hour, a daily time frame first. So although this price has been on a serious downtrend, okay, if you look at the weekly time frame, but then coming down to lower time frame like daily time frame, you discover that's why I have this other map out, okay, the red trend lines, okay, which formed that ascending channel, right? You discover that this price is actually oscillating within this ascending channel, that is the red one now, pushing up, okay? Now I want you to forget about whatever smart money concept, okay? This is just simple trading technique. I was able to get the high probability trades that you saw the video. So although price from higher time frame has been on a downtrend, but it bounced off from this green trend line to the downside in the year 2022 or thereabout, okay? Now September 2022, if I'm correct, right? And then it's pushing up to make a touch, okay, on the upper line of the trend line, that is this green trend line, the green channel, right? Now I further went down to a lower time frame, which is 4 hours time frame, and let's zoom out now. And then I discovered that even within that there is another smaller channel, okay, that I could take advantage of. Why price is pushing up, although on the higher time frame is on a general downtrend, but we are not going into position trading. We want to just do either intraday trading, we look for intraday trading opportunity or swing trading opportunity, whereby we can stay in the market for 2-3 days or thereabout. So I was able to see this, that why price is heading up to touch that particular trend line, then is creating series of higher highs and higher lows within a bigger channel, that is the red channel. And of course I was able to see on lower time frame, which is 4 hours time frame, that there is also another channel in the channel that is in another channel. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. So I decided to take advantage of it. You see, this was where I entered the trade, and of course that's my long yes, my long position. As you can see, the same thing is playing out on Euro USD, so I had to take that trade from here. But then if you zoom completely, you're going to see that there were indications, okay, that price was gonna get rejected around here, because I discovered this, okay, this is a kind of strong support, okay, as price is ascending right inside this channel. It made a touch here, came down, okay, went up, then tried to form something like a M pattern or a double top, but not really double top or M pattern, okay. So I discovered that this was a neckline, okay, of this entire structure, okay. And then having known that price reacted here, okay, and then reacted here, and of course here is what we can call bullish order block, okay, for those that are smart money concept traders. And then I knew that price as is going to make a touch on this upper trend line, that is a smaller trend, and then that is going to come down to tap into this other block. And if, since this is not really a perfect double top or double or M pattern, that it may likely fail around here. Okay, so price may likely tap into this zone, which has become a kind of support to it, or come down to this zone, okay, to this bullish order block we are seeing here now, and push up again or break it. Okay, but then I was a kind of confident that price is not going to break this trend line since it's already respecting this channel. So I decided, okay, to take my buy position somewhere here. So you discover that price went up, made a touch on this particular trend line, bounced off, started coming down, and then I also noticed that it's possible for me to take cognizance of this particular region. So I decided to also draw this trend line, okay, because I expected price to react around this way. So price reacted, broke it, pushed down, and then tapped into this zone, okay, then bouncing off when it got to this bullish order block that you can see, okay, then giving me a signal that is going to be rejected. So price ranged for a while here, and that was when I was able to pull out my indicator strategy, okay, from my mobile phone, and then I executed those trades and had to put my stop loss here. Now price later went up, pushed up. This was the I caught from here to around here, and then I discovered that this trend line price is going to react when it gets close to it, and of course it got close to it, it reacted and came down. And when the unemployment rate news was released today, okay, price pushed down and then spiked up again. It pushed down, taking out, or already I've taken my partial profit, but then I was kicked out of the market. But I knew that price would certainly push up again to this point, okay, and that's why price started pushing up now. And where is he heading to? He's actually heading to, price must at least get to this level, and of course to this trend line upside, okay, to make another touch before we begin to know if it's going to bounce off or if it's going to break it and continue. But then we have what we can see as psychological level here, this 1.27900, and of course even 1.2800, okay. So we are looking at price heading to that point, but today is Friday already. I don't know when you'll be watching this video. It could be on Saturday or on Monday or on Sunday, right? So we'll watch out to know what price is doing around here. So this is how you train your eyes to actually spot high probability trades, okay. Now there are confluences around here as well. There are confluences around here. You see, this is like a kind of psychological level where you have 1.26000 as well, okay. So price got to that level and then reacted. That's why I had to give my trade a breathing space, okay, because I had many to and from movements, but then due to the breathing space, my stop loss was not hit until I took my partial profit before this pullback, right? And the price later pushed up and is continuing upward movement right now. So like I said, the same thing is playing out on, okay, let's go to lower time frame first so that you know how long and what we were able to take from that trade. Even from here we can as well check, because the pips should be that much, right? Should be that much. So let's just say we enter the trade here, and then we were able to take to this point, okay. So we were able to take up to 85 pips before price started coming down, right? So that's just how you look out for high probability trades. And of course there are more details to this, but let's check the corresponding pair and then see exactly what's playing out. So this trade is still valid depending on when you are going to see it. Now this is it. Let me zoom so that you see it properly. You see the same thing I explained for the GBP USD is playing out here. And then if you go to my MT5, okay, MT5, the same analysis was done here as well, and you see the way it played out. And we're looking at price still pushing up to that particular level. Okay, looking at price still pushing up. Okay, even though in the long run, okay, and of course on higher time frame, price is going down, but because we understand what price is playing at, we know that as it's going down, there can be up and down movement, so we can always take advantage of either selling or buying depending on the movement at that point. So going back to trading view, you see, so if you zoom completely, then you are going to be seeing patterns, candlestick patterns that signaled that there was a rejection around this place. Okay, now you'll be seeing candlestick, you'll be seeing pin bars, and of course other patterns that signaled a potential price reversal. Okay, now this trade is still actually, this setup is still actually valid for buy position, okay, as at today, and I'm sure price market is going to close for the week, and then on Monday we'll still watch out, and depending on when you're going to access this video, you can still take this trade, and then your stop loss will be somewhere here. Okay, for Euro USD, okay, maybe you have to go to lower time frame. Okay, on both pairs, go to lower time frame, then look out for opportunities and put a tight stop loss. Okay, a tight stop loss. Now for those of you who understand gap, okay, a gap have been created around here, and this gap has to be filled. Okay, I made a video where I talked about gap making and gap filling. You can refer to that video. I also try and leave the link to the video in the description box. Okay, so there's gap filling, gap making and gap filling. So price is reacting around this place now because of this zone that I mapped out already, right? It's reacting because it has actually tapped into that zone. So but then there is a gap. This movement from here to here has created a gap, so this gap has to be filled, and for the gap to be filled, there should be a pattern, okay, a classic pattern that will drive price towards bullishness. And that was why when the news came today, okay, even though price has started moving up already, when the news came today, price dropped from here. It dropped from here, from this point. Price dropped from this point to here, and then started pushing up again. Now price dropping to this point gave us what we can call double bottom. It's very clear, double bottom. Let me show you. This is a double bottom, and of course it's very obvious. Give us double bottom. And what does double bottom tell you? It's a reversal pattern, a bullish reversal classic pattern, and you see what is playing out. The neckline is broken already. This is the neckline, so it's broken already. Okay, and then we are looking at price to push up to this point. So whenever you assess this video, I don't know where you're going to assess it, but if you assess it after the market has closed for the week, then you wait for Monday, because definitely price, well, let me not say definitely, because we are not limiting the movement of price, but you put a tight stop loss and then execute your trade. Okay, now if you zoom completely, you are going to be seeing different candlestick patterns that signal rejection, right? Price rejection. Okay, and as you can see, it's a very strong and long wick pin bar, bullish pin bar. Okay, and of course that was after the news. The price is pushing up. So here now, since this is the neckline that is broken already, and price has come down to retest that neckline, so this is a wonderful opportunity to execute trade now. But then whatever trade you're going to execute is going to be such that will wait till Monday, because the market will soon close for the week, right? So that's just it. Please, if you are getting value from this video, I'd like you to give us a thumbs up, and then don't forget to share the video with other traders, and the thumbs up will help YouTube algorithm to recommend it to others. There are other contents I'm still going to be releasing. Of course, I'll be talking about these 4 things you need to have in your arsenal in details, so that you get equipped for the new year. The new year is still very fresh and very new, just like a blank sheet of paper. You have the opportunity of writing on it whatever you want it to be, whatever you want the new year to be for you. So if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section below, and then if you check the description box, you're going to be seeing my contacts. Any of my contacts, contact me. Like I said in the other video, my mentorship program is opened again, and we've started taking in students. So do well to hit me up, and let's take you on a ride to profitability this year and beyond. So that is just how I took the high probability trades, and of course this setup is still valid. So I said, for you to grow your small account, you need to, number 1, learn things that are sustainable, and we teach a whole lot of such things in our mentorship class. Then number 2, we said that you should understand top-down analysis and other key concepts of forex trading. Then thirdly, we said you should have a working strategy or trading approach or trading technique, whichever one you choose to call it. And then lastly, we said you are going to be taking only high probability trades. And of course, this one is dependent on understanding other key concepts of forex trading, and of course top-down analysis. Because if you cannot do top-down analysis, you cannot take high probability trades. Okay, you will always be tossed out of the market, and because you are not seeing the bigger picture of the market. So with this, I'm going to be talking to you in my next video, but don't forget to subscribe and turn your notification so that whenever I upload any video, you get notified. This is Great Councils signing out for today. Bye.